Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. Are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog. This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know where Mace, Potts, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot.
Okay, Coach, thank you. We are about 4,300 miles away from you there in Orlando as we come to you from the European home of the NFL, London, England. Coming up, another edition of the NFL International Series, and it should be a good one, between the Carolina Panthers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Fielded about a yard deep. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. And that time the tackle by Malik Hooker. On 2nd down now, it's Sanders. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
And Rosas puts this one through. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Yellow.
Now a man in his 13th NFL season, it's Adrian Peterson. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Tampa Bay. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down. If you're an Adrian Peterson fan, that's the sign that you want to see right there on the other end. They got to learn to get him down, or this could be a long one.
And it's also the sign that his team wanted to see. Him making that type of a run, having a force and an impact on the game that early, that really demoralizes the defense because they realize it could be a long game trying to get him on the ground.
That's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves them still needing 11 here on third down.
Brings up 3rd and 11.
Now this time Mahomes will throw. Rolling to his right. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Tucker, a career 70% success rate from 50+. Just incredible. And the All-Pro is money from distance again there.
They ought to give him 4 points for field goals from some of the distances that this guy makes them from.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Carolina. DK Metcalf, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Now a run with Peterson. And Peterson, what happened? He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it, and somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Nine yards on the play and a 1st down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that 1st down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Cameron Wake. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Buying time was left. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. And look at this. It's a fake. Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. They'll run on 1st down. It's Sanders. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. And he finds Cook. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. They go back to the ground with Sanders. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And this is complete. It's Marshall. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A great play there. With another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Rosas now to add the PAT. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. A running play on 1st down will get 4 up to the 29. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Flush to his right, and he's going to keep it here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
A 10th carry now for Peterson. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the 41, Mahomes eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. A give to Peterson out of the gun. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's a give to Peterson. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to... Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So it should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 12.
Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Rodgers now to throw. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards, first down, Panthers. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Here's the Panthers punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Mahomes now on first down. They've got his man complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown as his guys are back within a single score. And oh, it's blocked. This is going the other way. He's got the lane, and there he goes. 20, 10, 5, and he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points. So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustmts that might be made defensively. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From midfield, here's Rodgers. He'll find Metcalf. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. Had a nice move, but can't break away. Down just inside the 30. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Another run with Sanders. As Sanders has it poked free.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. DK Metcalf. His second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now here's Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Another run here with Sanders. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. His 25th touchdown, tying him at Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Rosas good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
2nd and 10.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mahomes. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's move.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. They were trying to set up that screen, trying to get that screen to formulate. Took too long.
Ends up taking a sack, and that leads you to a couple of other questions. Number one, why don't you just get rid of the football near the screen guy so that you don't take an interception? But really, the big one, they just took everything away, and he was really kind of flummoxed on that play and ended up taking the sack.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Now Mahomes, flushed out right. He completes it to Bryant. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down. First carry now for the backup, LaShawn McCoy. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see it where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be 2nd and goal. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. LaShawn McCoy, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit. They'll try and run it with McCoy. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
They'll go again with Sanders. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And brought in by the tight end Cook. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. Jonathan Joseph there on the coverage. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 7. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And he's going to be sacked back on his side of the field at the 44. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. Another tote for the workhorse here this afternoon, Peterson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Here's Mahomes to throw. He'll buy some time right, and now he's going to use his legs. It'll be a gain of 9, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. He may try and run for this. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Panthers will get the football back. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He's got his man. This is Tate. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 11 yards and a Panther 1st down. Rodgers now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a Carolina 1st down on a gain of 16. On 1st down, Rodgers. This will be caught inside the 10. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Now Rodgers. Forced out to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Here's Rodgers. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. They're looking for a spark defensively. When he went for that ball, probably thought he had a chance at the pick. Now, remember, they had 2 last week in the win. Obviously losing here.
Well, you talked about looking for a spark, and the best sparks are when you make big plays for your team, and he had that opportunity there. Couldn't haul it in, but that doesn't mean they're going to back off at all. They figure if they can get one of those takeaways, they can spark their team to a win.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. They come out here in the eye. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Here we go with Charles. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Bucs defense, they'll celebrate the goal line stand. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. On 2nd and 7, Mahomes. And that's going to be intercepted. Taken by the Pro Bowler, Eric Weddle.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
On 1st down, Sanders. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Panther 1st down. Right back to Sanders on 1st down. And the cutback. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great play there. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 23 yards the pickup there. Mahomes now on first down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Mahomes now to throw. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Panthers, they remain as hot as anyone. 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to fly back to the U.S. in a couple hours. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
In the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me. Baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off. Each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. Okay. 10K on the countertop. Don't look so shocked. It's nothing new. Okay. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. Ay. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Hat on and hood on. Pedal to metal.